Hey people, it's AuroraVirus again with my second AuroraBlog, and it's gonna be about my old YouTube experience. So, as most of you guys probably do not know, I've actually been on YouTube since April 2005, and I did some research on the history of YouTube. Because back in 2005, I actually came across YouTube by accident in a Google search. So I went to it and I'm like, this is interesting. And so, I go through it and I'm like, wow, you can pretty much find anything you could think of here. And so I'm like, okay, I'll make an account. So my very first account was my Viper555 account, which was a very popular uploading channel. I was quickly growing in the amount of subscribers. I only had like 2,500 subscribers at the time, but I was flying up in the subscriber count, and I don't even think sub for sub was even there back then. But I know people were subscribing to my channel. I was getting tons of amount of views on my uploads. And it was, like, really, just awesome and interesting because, I could finally, I was like, this is great. It's like people can recognize the stuff that I'm uploading. And, YouTube was so much better back then. They had a few features, even though they don't have right now, but one of the features that they had that I really liked, although I only had the account for about a year before it got suspended. But what I really one of the features that I really liked most of all was the fact that on your My Videos page, it would tell you, it would say like favorited, whatever, and it would show a numbered count, like 10, 12, 15, how many people favorited that particular video, and so you could click on that number. And everybody that favorited that video, their pages would be linked. In each one, it would show, different types of usernames. And you could go click on their channel, and I would sometimes even personally thank them and even send them friend invites for favoriting my video. And it was so much more easier back then. But I looked up the history of YouTube, and YouTube was first launched back in February of 2005 when YouTube went viral, when it went global across the internet. So YouTube's only been in place for about 5 years. A couple months ago was their 5-month anniversary, which is also my 5th anniversary this month being on YouTube. So I've pretty much been on here since this site, even began. And so I've got a lot of experience with YouTube, uploading videos and everything else. So I've got a ton of experience that, even though my current account says that I joined September 23rd, 2009 or so, but I've actually been here on YouTube since 2005 of April, or March or April, so that wasn't that long. And yeah, I came across it by accident. I'm like, whoa, I'm going to make a site, or I'm going to make an account on here. And so I make an account. I start getting popular right off the bat, and probably because YouTube didn't have as many videos and stuff. And so yeah, and I was I was getting pretty popular. And then this was before my Viper account got suspended. But then Google bought out YouTube back in 2006, and so this was like several months before my account got suspended. But I'm like looking at the different changes that Google make. If they take out the favorited counter, and I'm like, no, that just that just stinks. And so that wasn't the only thing. When Google bought out YouTube, there was just all kinds of bad glitches and everything wrong with the site. And, it was just a hard amount, it was just a really difficult time. I mean, it would keep saying that you would have certain messages in your inbox, and they wouldn't even be there. and that is account of with so many other problems with the comments, with the videos. I mean, it was just awful, and it took them like 10 months just to even, you know, more than half get it under control. It took them that long just to get it fixed. But although YouTube is by far though the most popular video sharing site, you know, and it's no surprise to see why. Different video sites like Dailymotion and stuff don't really get a lot of views. I mean, you could upload the same videos as you do on here that are very popular and upload them on Dailymotion. You ain't going to get that many views more than likely. But YouTube is #1 for a reason. They have, you know, when I first joined in 2005, I kept up with the latest YouTube news as well. And I looked at, they had 30 million people join YouTube. I think, I'm not sure. I think it was in a year span or a little less, but they had 30 million people join. They said their traffic more than tripled, and I believe this was right at the time when Google was getting ready to seal the deal on buying out YouTube. So they had more than tripled their traffic pretty much. So all these videos started, you know, becoming uploaded, and you know, and it's so, you know, just all these videos were being uploaded into YouTube search. So now we went to having, like, you know, maybe, you know, 20, 30, 40,000 videos to now we have millions. We have millions and millions, maybe even in the billions of videos. You know, and they say YouTube, they said for YouTube, they said each hour, so there is 20 hours of videos being uploaded to this site. And it's no surprise what, you know, how YouTube got this far. But of course, me being in 2005 that I joined, that means I joined before Nija Higa. That means I joined before Fred. You know, Shane Dawson. I mean, I've been here longer than they have. You know, although they make a lot more viral videos than I do. A lot. I mean, like really, 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 really vile. Or viral. But YouTube has been this far, and of course, with their major redesign that they just did here recently, I read that this is the first major redesign in YouTube history over these last 5 years that YouTube has done since this site first began. And so, I mean, I'm mixed about the new layout design, and, you know, it's, I mean, who knows the path that YouTube is going to, you know, keep facing and everything. It's just, it's just, to me, YouTube is more subscriber generated than anything. And YouTube has really had its problems, and they still at times continue to have problems. They're still kind of, I've noticed there have been a few glitches even right now on their current layout that they need to go ahead and fix. So, yeah, YouTube has had its share of problems, and it still does, but it was, if you were here back in 2006, when Google bought out YouTube, it was awful, because the site was just so glitchy. I mean, for 8-9 months, I had to put up with it on another one of my accounts after my Viper account got suspended, and that account also started to become popular, but it was just awful having to deal with it. But YouTube needs to get these problems under control, get them fixed, so the YouTube can be a better site. And they also need to eliminate these other things that are becoming problematic for YouTube, including hackers, trollers, spammers, you know, all that kind of stuff. They need to, you know, they need to fix these problems. So yeah, that's my #2 AuroraBlog. #3 will probably be up here. Well, I don't know, a few days. I gotta see what I can come up with. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Give a thumbs up if you like. And, so, that's pretty much gonna be it. So, later, guys. Peace out.